For most of the world, Somali pirates are feared criminals, menacing outlaws of the sea. But in Somalia, many see them as heroes, defenders of their homeland against foreign exploitation. How did a nation of fishermen turn into a hotspot for piracy? What led to the infamous hijacking of the Maersk Alabama in 2009? And is there more to Somali piracy than meets the eye? This is the untold story of Somali pirates, their rise, their battles, and the hidden forces that created them. To understand Somali piracy, we must go back to 1991, the year Somalia's government collapsed. The nation plunged into civil war, lawlessness, and chaos. With no functioning navy or coast guard, Somalia's vast coastline, one of the longest in Africa, was left unprotected. Taking advantage of the situation, foreign fishing fleets began illegally plundering Somali waters. These were not small boats, but massive industrial trawlers from Europe, China, and even some Middle Eastern nations, hauling in $300 million worth of seafood every year. The once thriving Somali fishing industry was destroyed. But illegal fishing was only part of the problem. Toxic waste dumping, a silent disaster. Reports began emerging of foreign companies dumping toxic waste along the Somali coastline. This waste, radioactive materials, industrial chemicals, even hospital bio-waste, polluted the waters, wiped out marine life, and poisoned local communities. Somali fishermen developed diseases, children were born with birth defects, and entire villages suffered from unexplained illnesses. Yet the world turned a blind eye. With their livelihoods shattered and their seas stolen, many Somali fishermen faced two choices: starve or fight back. And so, Somali piracy was born. Unlike Hollywood movies, Somali pirates don't have massive warships or advanced technology. Their operations are quick, ruthless, and highly unpredictable. Small speedboats. Pirates travel in small, high-speed boats that can maneuver around large cargo ships. Ropes and hooks. They use grappling hooks and ropes to climb onto ships, often in broad daylight. Weapons. Most pirates carry AK-47s and RPGs, obtained from local militia groups in Somalia. However, modern shipping companies have fought back. Many vessels now increase their speed, use water cannons, and even deploy armed guards to repel attackers. As a result, most hijacking attempts fail. But when pirates do succeed, the consequences can be massive. One of the most famous pirate attacks in history occurred on April 8, 2009, when 4 Somali pirates targeted the Maersk Alabama, an American cargo ship transporting humanitarian aid from Oman to Kenya. How it happened. The ship's radar detected small boats approaching. The crew had already encountered pirate threats twice in the past 24 hours. This time, 4 Somali pirates successfully boarded the ship. The hostage situation. The pirates held Captain Richard Phillips and his crew at gunpoint. They demanded money, promising not to harm anyone. However, most of the crew locked themselves in a safe room, making it harder for the pirates to control the ship. In a daring move, one crew member attacked the pirate leader, Abdulwali Moose, and locked him in the safe room. The escape and standoff. Panicking, the remaining 3 pirates fled with Captain Phillips as a hostage in a small lifeboat. They demanded a ransom in exchange for their captured leader. What followed was a high-stakes standoff between the U.S. Navy and the Somali pirates. This event shocked the world, bringing international attention to Somali piracy. But what many people missed was the bigger story: the economic destruction and foreign exploitation that pushed Somalia to this point. For years, the Somali coast was one of the richest fishing zones in the world, filled with tuna, shrimp, and sardines. But after 1991, the ocean became a battleground for illegal fishing fleets and corporate greed. The damage done: $300 million worth of seafood was stolen every year. Somali fishermen could not compete with modern trawlers and advanced fishing technology. Thousands of families lost their livelihoods. Toxic waste dumping, a dark secret. Foreign companies dumped hazardous waste in Somali waters. Reports of increased diseases and birth defects surfaced in coastal communities. Some Somali warlords even struck deals with these companies, exchanging permission to dump waste in return for weapons and money. While the world labeled Somali pirates as criminals, few asked, who were the real thieves? Somali piracy is not just a story of crime, it is a story of survival, desperation, and retaliation. It raises an uncomfortable question. Were the pirates the villains? Or were they simply men fighting back against a world that had already robbed them? Let us know in the comments, heroes or villains.